Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. We left off last time in the Dales. Micah's already leaving and driving on the sidewalk.
Well, I'm trying not to.
You
hit
kind of
that
have
guy's
to, yeah.
truck.
There's not a lot you can do about that, actually.
Yeah, take the snow runner out of that, man.
I'm going slow.
Do you want to go next, JVS, or do you want me to go next?
No, you go ahead.
All right, so we are halfway to somewhere in Montana. Somewhere in very western Montana. Did I turn my lights on? Should be fine. It is 4 o'clock in the morning, and we are getting on the road.
Oh man, the sky is beautiful.
The sky is worth $1 million.
It's beautiful, man.
That morning look, yeah. And the stars.
I tell you, in some ways, truckers are really, really lucky guys and ladies.
I would think so. It is a hard life, though, for sure. Because stuff always breaks. You've got to be a good mechanic, especially, like in America, maybe not so much, but in other countries. But it seems like even in America, like the truckers I've met, they always have like all kinds of tools and bolts and stuff in their door. So when that breaks or this breaks, they've got another bolt that'll fit it.
We're getting off the next exit.
Sweet. Yeah, look at that sunrise. Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
I think, are we going to Twin Falls? Is that where we get? I don't know where we're going. But I do know that we have to cross all the way across Idaho. Which, since Idaho is like 12 miles wide where we're going, it should be like 10 minutes. Whoa! Overcooked the turn there a little.
Set cruise at 55.
How are things up in the lead truck there, Dr. Pepper? Dr. Micah.
That's okay. I'm gonna have to change the paint job. Thanks a lot.
It's too late. Your nickname is Doc from now on, so.
No.
Doc Micah.
Don't make me drop my trailer in the middle of the road. Okay, we'll see if I have to get. You can bypass. This is weird.
Let's see.
Did they break the? Did they break these?
I gotta go in.
Do you? Oh shoot. Okay.
JVS probably won't have to.
I do not,
You guys rock.
but I'm coming in anyway. I'll take the empty lane.
Is that the letter M, letter T lane?
Correct.
The MT lane. Get it? Button 24. Which one is that? I don't remember which one button 24 is. Is it that? No, that's my diff lock. No, that's my trailer decouple. Son of a biscuit. I can't find the key. Ah. Thanks. I'll just leave my trailer there. Yes, this was an event. That was an eventful. They just wanted to make sure that I had a hitch properly. What's the matter, babe? I tripped over it in the living room somewhere. maybe? I'm coming
down
out,
there.
Micah. Yeah, show that Camaro who's boss.
I think we're taking this exit.
We are, yes. Yes, we are. We're going to Kennewick and Spoken.
Unspoken.
If I mispronounce names, mostly it's because I'm kidding.
Yeah. Like I believe that one.
It's Spokane. Though some people say Spokane.
I thought it was Spokane.
I thought it was Spank Me.
Yeah, well, a lot of people think it's Nevada, and it's Nevada. And I think people from Nevada hate it when you say Nevada.
Great. Thanks a lot.
But I always say Oregon wrong, too. I always say Oregon, and they're like, no, it's Oregon. Okay.
I always say East Side.
And I say Washington just because it's annoying. You say East Side. What's up, East Side?
Because in Toledo, in the East Side, which is not a very good neighborhood.
That's the same in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Lower West Side is not great, but the East Side is like where all the people die every night. Like it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. Like it's literally like, don't go on these roads or you will probably get shot. It's bad.
Well, like you got the east side of Toledo, which is on the east side of the river, Maumee River.
Yep.
And then right past that is Oregon.
Yep, I've been through Oregon.
And so, but the people in Oregon hate it when you say, "Oh, you live on the east side." No, I live in Oregon.
Like, don't include me with that mess.
Right. Yeah.
Which is probably the same reason why people from Eastern Europe get upset when I say Eastern Europe and they want to be
you
known
guys
as
got a
Central
red
Europe.
light.
Yeah, we do. Same reason, probably. Like, we're not Russian. We're Central Europe. Because nobody wants to be identified with Vladimir Putin right now. What a mess. Hey, it's Car Zone. One thing I gotta say for AutoZone, I tried like O'Reilly's and I tried Advanced Auto Parts to get the filter for my car. And it's a weird filter because it's a split filter. It's got like, usually air filters for cars have like a single channel. And then they're like, it's like an accordion, you know what I mean? Like, it's just folded like paper. Well, my car has that, but there's a plastic ridge that goes up the middle, so it splits it into two smaller accordions. Is the only way I can really describe it. And so what happens is nobody carries it. It's like, well, wait a minute. K&N doesn't make a K&N filter for it, and the only place that had it was AutoZone. I tried like 4 different places. And they're like, yeah, we got one in stock. And I'm like, do you have like a performance one, like a better one? They're like, yeah. It was like $3 more for the performance one. I'm not sure what the performance one does, aside from it's supposed to add a little bit of airflow. But it's got, it's red instead of white. So I thought that was cool. But since I took it apart and found out, like, I guess there was a mouse nesting in my air filter box. Has any of you guys ever had that before?
No, I take care of my vehicles.
Now come on.
You got mice growing in it. You got horse crap inside of it. Your tires are got metal coming out of them.
Like 1,000 miles over on the oil change.
You're going over your oil changes.
Fine. That's the only one I've ever gone over.
Oh yeah, that's the only one you've ever gone over.
By that much, yeah.
Are you sure? Because I remember a story about a Toyota you had that you never changed the oil on.
Well, that was when I was a teenager. Because I didn't know.
He never waited too long to get the oil changed. He just didn't change it.
He never waited.
That's right. Until it blew up, like 6 years later. But it ran a long time before that happened. Anyway,
Yeah.
so the I kept running. The car is not accelerating like it used to. Like, it was really peppy when I first got it, and I'm like, it just doesn't seem to be peppy anymore. So, you know, I changed the air filter once before, and so I changed it again. I'm like, oh, I'll check it out. You know, so I pulled the air filter out, and there, I mean, literally, there had to be 1.5 pounds of. It looked like maybe they'd gotten a mop in my garage and shredded it, and then brought all the pieces in and made a nest out of it.
Yeah.
But there was like a whole mop jammed into the air filter. And I'm like, well, that's why I didn't feel like I had any horsepower.
I'm surprised you didn't have any sort of check engine lights or anything like that.
Right, because I'm sure there was a massive loss in airflow.
Yeah.
But no check engine or nothing. So now every time I get gas, I take it out. I open the hood, check it, and so far the mice have not come back. But
that's good.
But I am going to continue checking forever now. I've never had them do that before. That was weird. But maybe this car just has an intake that's close to the ground or whatever, and they somehow got in that.
Oh, you should watch the one YouTuber I watch that does farm. He was taking apart his Farmall C, Super C.
Okay.
And there was, like, right in the middle of the tractor, in the transmission bell housing, there was like rats, like mice nests and all that stuff.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can bypass again.
I should be. Nope. I gotta go in. Oh.
I have not had to go in once.
Did we
This is
cross?
weird.
Did we cross into Idaho?
No.
Weird. We shouldn't have to go. You shouldn't have to go in twice. Once
I
you
haven't had to go in once.
Yeah. Once you get certified from a state, you shouldn't have to go into another way station unless, I don't know, maybe. I thought, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But they
I
should.
wonder if they got turned off for me.
I don't know. But
I don't think there's an option to turn it off. You could turn off the fines, but not the need to go in.
They just like you, Micah.
They must. They must like the color of my truck.
That's the thing. I mean, that's why they have the go and stop, because you have that computer system, the W Pass in your truck. Once you go through one of the one-way station, or you use what do you call it, like the certified scales? Like if you go to a gas station and use the scales, it records that information into the thing, and it shows that you're clear to pass through the rest of the state. So
that's why those scales are at the gas station then.
Yeah, so you shouldn't have to go through the scales again until you get to the next state.
Okay, then I'm going to start doing that at gas stations.
Yeah. I think unless in that state you get a new load. So if you're dropping off or picking up, then you have to do it. But I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I could be wrong about that, though. I've also seen, sometimes they use the way stations as inspection points. So they have an all trucks must stop, so all trucks have to go through it. And they have
Set my cruise for 50 so you guys can catch up.
A lot of guys will use the back roads of states to kind of avoid the way stations. But what they do in Ohio is they have them along some of the routes, and they'll open and close them randomly. So Medina's got one off Route 18, like it's maybe like 1.5 miles out of town. So the truckers get through town, and then they start heading out on 18, and then there's one there. And if it's open, they have to stop. It's Like, I pass it frequently, and it's usually closed. But once in a while, you see it open, and then there's trucks going in and out. But I think it's how they catch people who try to bypass. Gas food lodging at Chuck E. Cheese's.
I haven't been to one of those in a long time.
Hey man, it's where a kid can be a kid.
And get sick from all the other kids.
Man, I remember we had as a kid, teenager, they had a Chuck E. Cheese that they converted into, they called it, okay, so we have a store chain called Mark's and Bernie Schulman's. And it's kind of like a discount, like, penny store or whatever, dollar store, but a little different. They buy, I don't know how to explain it, almost like Big Lots where they buy lots of stuff and then they have it on sale. But usually you can go in there and a lot of the products they always sell. Anyway, they opened up, and I don't know if it's still open. It's probably not, honestly, but
left lane if you can.
Left lane if you can. Okay. They bought out a Mark's or a Chuck E. Cheese and turned it into Mark's Pizza and Fun Time and Arcade, and they got like all the video games. Oh, I think I just hit that truck. Oops.
You did. It stopped dead.
Sorry. Did you hit it?
Nope. I just saw it. But
he's used to riding with me.
I kind of tapped the front of the truck. So anyway, it had they had. I mean, it was great. So, and they were really cheap too, because Mark's is kind of like that bargain thing. So you could get like a pizza and like 200 tokens for, back then I think it was like $20.
Setting for cruise 55.
And that would keep you and like all your friends busy for hours. Like it was so much fun going there. And,
see, for me, it wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. It was Major Magics. Major
Magics. Well, I guess Cleveland now has a vintage arcade, and I'm not sure. It used to be out like in Grafton, but they moved to a bigger facility, more like in the like lower west, or not lower, on the west side of town. I'm not sure where it is, but they have they got like Pac-Man and Space Invaders and all the stuff I grew up playing. Zaxxon, Qbert,
Stalker.
The guy. What was the other one? Moon Patrol. You guys remember Moon Patrol?
Mm-hmm.
All those games that you could play for 5 minutes and then got killed and had to put more quarters in it. Robotron. That was one of my favorites. Elevator Action. Oh my God, I spent so much time playing Elevator Action. We used to have, my mom was in a bowling league at church. And, I had nothing to do, so she'd give me a bunch of quarters, and I'd eat pizza or nacho cheese and drink root beer and play Elevator. Oh, Munchos. You guys remember Muncho potato chips?
No.
Oh God, they're so salty. Like, as an adult, I tried them, and it like literally burnt my tongue, and they were so salty. They were called Munchos. They were like they're almost like they tasted like potato chips, but they kind of almost had like a pork rind consistency.
Oh my gosh, fried and pork.
Not that thick though. They weren't thick like that. They were thin, but they were crunchy like pork rinds, huh?
Kind of like Bugles.
Not that crunchy. They had like a little hole, like air holes in them. I've never had another chip like them. They were really good. But as an adult, I came back and I'm like, oh my God, it's just like eating salt. Like, ugh. But I used to get Munchos and root beer and play Elevator Action at the bowling alley.
I never got to play much arcade games as a kid. I'd ask my dad, hey, can I go play that game?
He's like, no.
He'd give me a quarter. I'd go over and I'd play, and I'd come back, hey, can I play again? He's like, nope.
That was it, kid. You're done.
Which sucked because in order to get better at the game, you had to play it more. You know what I mean?
Right.
In order to make that quarter last longer.
Right, you had to be good at it.
Yeah.
And they knew it.
Mm-hmm.
We always had an Aladdin's arcade near where I lived, and they had the token system, so you'd put in like $5 and they'd give you, the more you spent, the more extra tokens they gave you. So if you spent $1, they'd give you 5 tokens instead of 4. And then, you know, if you put in like $5, they'd give you an extra like 10 tokens. So you'd get, you know, the more you spent, the more you got. But it was funny because we used to go there and we played a lot. Like my friend lived down the street, so we'd sleep over and we'd go up there with like each of us with $5 and, you know, buy a pack of tokens. And then the guy, as we were playing, the dude that owned the shop would just come around and be like, hey man, here's like 20 more tokens, have fun. We're like, all right. Because he got to know us because we were always up there playing.
We're getting off.
Oh God. Oh, there's a cop. I can't really hit him, can I? Oh no, it's not a cop. It's an Audi. Or Audi-esque.
So when I was a kid, I never lived around an arcade, but as a teenager, the place I worked, pizza place and bar, had the old school Pac-Man, or not Pac-Man, Space Invaders in the table where you sat down. It was flat in front of you, not a traditional arcade game. That was awesome.
Oh, I love the tabletop ones. Miss Pac-Man was always tabletop too. Sorry. I tried to shift and misshifted. I'm just going to keep it in low gear here, Javius. Sorry. To get up the hill. If I try to shift out of low, I'm going to end up stalling. So I'm just going to... Here we go. Got it. Sorry about that, bud. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh, whoa. What was that?
What was what?
You just drove right through me.
Nothing to see here. No, I didn't. I was in the breakdown lane. Unless you tried to turn into me.
Well, I started to until I saw you.
Well, you were in low gear and I had it going on. Momentum. I had momentum.
Yeah, Galaga used to have that sit down table too. I guess Galaga or Centipede.
Centipede.
They had the roller ball. Yeah, and you used to play with the man.
That was my favorite at Pizza Hut.
I just remember being a little kid and being like, man, I wish I could get one of those in my house. I wish I could get one of those that I could carry around because I had like that little. I had a Space Invaders game, like battery powered.
The only one I had a battery powered was the football one.
Yeah, I played football. My friend Donna had football. I'd play that all the time. I'm like, oh man, I love this thing.
Until my brother showed me how to just beat it every time.
Yeah, then you learn how to pass.
It's like beep, 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 all the way up. Beep, 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 all the way up. It's just okay.
Oh, this is not fun anymore.
Red light.
Red light.
It's turning green. Next light's red.
We're in Idaho. We're gonna have a.
Get up there! Don't go up there. Bike is dangerous.
Wow, this is cool. What is that building? Lakeside, huh? That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a casino or something?
Probably. Or has to do something with the Mormons. I don't know. Whoa!
No, we're in. Oh, wow, that lane ends, huh?
It was.
Idaho, not Utah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not Vegas. And not Utah. It looks like it's some kind of casino, though. That was funny. Sorry, Micah. Your lane end.
Well, I was trying to watch your truck to make sure I wasn't gonna hit you instead of looking at the road. You messed me up. It's all your fault.
You messed me up and broke my front windows. Puppies.
Don't you have a straight on red up there?
Straight on red. I have never heard that before.
I've never said it before.
In Medina, we have a left on red because it goes from a one-way to a regular road.
Oh, in New York, you can do left on red from a one-way to
a one-way. Yep. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, it's from a one-way to a one-way. That's what it is. You can turn left on red. What? People usually don't, though. They just sit there. Like, duh. Stopped.
Noticed.
Clunk. Is the wind beneath my wings? I hear that at weddings all the time. People sing that at the church. And there's that one where they sing in Spanish. I can't remember. Or Italian, probably. What? Oh, it was the left turn signal. Don't go. I got faked out by the signal. Because in America, the left turn lane always goes first. My wife and I shopped at Walmart tonight. Anytime we have to shop, I'm just like, I cringe because I know it's going to be at least $100. That much hasn't changed. How do I get my wipers? My wipers are not turning on. Come on, wipers. There we go. How are y'all doing back there?
Fine. Right behind you.
Try not to eat Micah's trailer for the red lights I can't see.
Is that Aaron?
We're turning right up there to get a service station.
You need to go to the service station?
No.
Okay.
He said, do you need to go to the service station?
Have you run into me lately?
No.
Hey, there you go. That's your answer.
Michael, how much corporate damage? Corporate damage? I don't know. Never mind. Capital damage. Have you done recently? Keep it in fifth. I'm cruising up the freeway.
Maybe I'll just stop at the very top of the ramp.
Oh, like the AI does? Heavy metal thunder. Head out on the highway. Heavy metal thunder. Uh-oh, I see the name of a pass ahead. Is that bad?
I can't even see you anymore. It's hilarious.
Oh, I know, the rain.
The fog, yeah.
The frog. I'm trying to see, where's my button that changes the thing? 2 hours away.
2.5 hours, yep. 136 miles.
Thompson Falls. We're fine.
Put a turbo on that, Micah? You just like drove right out of my life.
No.
Turbo fog, maybe.
Maybe I was able to get through that corner a little quicker.
Whoa, stutter. Did you guys stutter there? You guys still there? Hello? Hello? Echo, echo. Did my internet go down? Internet go down? I'm not hearing either of these guys now, so I'm wondering if there was an internet hiccup. I know I paid my bill, so we're good there. Oh yeah, and Discard just went down. Discard. This has been a very eventful recording session. I'm going to pull in up here at the World of Trucks, unable to save your progress. Great! Frick's sake. I'm going to have to figure out what happened to my internet, so I'm going to pull over here and pause. Obviously, our internet's gone down. I'm happy with my internet, but I've had some issues with it doing stuff like this, where about once a week it gets buggy, and it should not be doing this. So we're going to pull up here to Lookout Pass and see if we cannot get the internet reconnected. Maybe, of course, my wife is also cleaning the kitchen, so it is possible that she knocked the router out of the wall. So I'm going to check on that too. Babes, did you unplug the router by any chance? Yes.
I'm on the opposite side of the kitchen.
Did you? Can you just look at the router and see what the lights are doing? Oh, they're red. Okay, so the internet went down. Lovely. She said, I'm on the opposite side of the kitchen. I didn't blame you. I said maybe. Stop being so touchy. Hey, Siri, call Micah speaker.
Micah Richard on speaker.
Hey, my internet went down. If you can, pull into the Lookout Mountain. Unless you already passed it.
I'm just gonna let it go. It's like 11:30 now.
Okay.
But it's still in this.
Okay, let him know. It just suspended my job. Great.
Oh, you don't have the job anymore?
Nope. It just cut it. It said, sorry, you're disconnected. You've been disconnected from Discord. Gosh dang it. All right. Well, I guess that pretty much does it for that. I'm at Lookout Mountain with no job.
Well, look on the map and what's the nearest city, and then what we'll do is when we all get back, like maybe tomorrow I'll get on and I'll take the truck to the nearest town.
Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
just head there,
stupid.
and then shut your truck off.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's a good night at that point, and I got to figure out what happened to my internet. Probably it's something on their end, but whatever. Oh, my wife said it's coming back up, but we're done. I've lost the job. Tell JVs I love him. And have fun. We'll see you, Micah.
All right, take care.
Bye. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Love ya. See you next time. That was a pretty drive. It's the first time I've been up to Lookout Mountain, so that was neat. Too bad I just lost $30,000 worth of trip. That sucks. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.